Hey, so here we are. It's 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, so it's Hoboken Museum live stream time. We're going to do trivia night tonight, and I'm Rand Hoppe. I am the collections manager, also known as the archivist, because I might be the collections manager, but I'm not going to come after you to help you make you pay your bills. I take care of the collection.
Also known as the archivist.
Oh, one of you ladies have the audio on?
After you to help make you pay your bills.
I'm hearing myself speak.
Take care of the collection. Oh, one of you ladies have the audio on?
How about that audio? Oh, that's me.
I'm hearing myself speak.
We're figuring it all out here, folks. Anyhow.
How about that audio? Oh, that's me.
So,
we're figuring
okay.
it all out here, folks.
Here we go again. Earbuds? So, I'm Rand Hoppe, collections manager at the museum, and I'm here with friends and special guests. I'm here with Ellen Stewart. Ellen is a board member at the Hoboken Historical Museum. Volunteers her time in collections. She's on committees, and what else, Ellen? You're also you're on the Hoboken Preservation Commission, Historic Preservation Commission. But you're on mute. I'm going to unmute you.
Yes, I am.
Uh-huh,
I'm not hearing everything 3 times.
But you're on mute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unmute.
Okay. So yeah, that's a problem. All right. So anyhow, we and I'm here also. Lois, Ellen is an archaeologist and former rock band manager, and it's great that she's able to offer her time, her talent, her treasure, time to the museum. And I'm also here with Lois Dilivio. Lois and I are old friends from back in the day, and we both ended up in Hoboken. Lois is a fantastic musician, composer. What else, Lois? Improv comedian classes? No. One-woman show person, etc. Master of Adobe products. and I can't hear you. I'm going to unmute you. Uh-oh. Lois, you've muted yourself. So I cannot, nobody can hear you. I'm going to unmute you.
I said that's already too much. All
Lois,
true.
you've muted yourself. Okay. So there's that. All right. Sorry about the audio, folks.
I said that's already too much. All
Lois,
true.
you've muted
And
yourself. Okay. It's not happening. So there's that. All right. Sorry about the audio, folks.
I said that's already too much. All true.
Hang on. I'm going to put in my earbuds and make sure. All right. Not me. Sorry about the audio, folks.
I said that's already too much. All true.
Hang on. I'm going to put in my earbuds and make sure. All right. Not me. I don't know what's going on. Everything looks good to me. Hang on. I'm going to put in my earbuds. Woo, it's all going right. Not me. I don't know. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to put in my earbuds. Woo, it's all going right. Not me. I don't know. I'm going to mute myself. Lois, I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on with this audio. We should have done some more testing. We gave ourselves a half hour and it just didn't happen. Do you guys have like YouTube open or something like that? Is that all right? Well, so I can't hear you guys because you've chosen to mute yourselves. I know, John, there's a glitch. I took the red pill, I guess. I don't know what happened.
I think it's okay.
I think it sounds good for you now. How about Lois? You want to unmute yourself? Oh no, it's Lois. How about Lois? Lois, you want to unmute yourself?
I have unmuted myself.
Yeah, but when you unmuted yourself, oh no, I hear myself speak. For some reason.
I have unmuted myself.
Yep. When you unmuted yourself, so I hear myself speak. We're gonna keep looking at this a little bit more. Keep looking at this. Is your sound definitely coming in through your headset, Lois?
I have sound in my headset. Yes, I do. And
Right.
only.
Sound definitely coming in through your headset, Lois?
Yes, I do. I have sound in my headset. Yes, I do.
Oh boy.
And
Right.
only.
You unfortunately
Yes,
are the glitchy one, Lo.
Maybe I should just go away.
No. Stay.
Please just
I'm gonna mute. Maybe I should
Yeah, just mute it out and
all right. I'm gonna all be. It will be all like
please just
I'm gonna mute. Like a silent movie.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So that we seem to have moved past that episode.
That was exciting.
That was exciting. Sorry about that, everybody, but that's what happens. As I said, it felt like we did our testing, but obviously not. Everything was fine when we weren't live, and then we went live, and everything went crazy. So,
Yeah.
So I've done the introductions, and let's talk about what's happening tonight. We are definitely focusing on Washington Street. It is the Washington Street Gang. We are part here from the Hoboken Historical Museum, and we are always looking. We kind of pass the hat during these kind of events. So if you'd like to text HH Museum to 44321, blast off and help us out with a little bit of financial support. We'd really welcome that. But anyhow, that's we're going to. So it is the Washington Street Game, and what's happening tonight is it is going to be a contest. We are looking to provide your answers in the comments of the video, and we will hopefully see your answers. And the lovely Lois has been given the task, because we know of her enjoyment and aptitude of being someone who tallies things. So she is going to
Tally.
do the tallying, and there will be prizes at the end. So that's right. Lois loves to count.
Well, and it appears that when I type once, I see three things. So anyway.
I think that's okay, because it's going to each of the different services that we're using.
There we go.
All right. So I'm going to ask the question. We'll have a little picture of something of a spot on Washington Street, and then we'll talk about it. I'll ask the question, and maybe there'll be other interesting things to say. You could share comments in about the location in the chat, and but then you can put the answer in if you know what the answer is, and it will be noted. And and then we'll just keep moving on. We'll provide the answer right after that, and we'll just keep moving on through 10 questions. I know, 7, 10, and we're going to start. So here we go. It is the Washington Street Game. Everybody plays it. Come on, you walk down the street on Washington Street, you look at a storefront and you go, what used to be there? I remember blah used to be there when I first moved to town. Or when I was growing up, it was this, and then it became that, and then it became that again, So that's the Washington Street Game. I think, as I said, I think like everybody plays it. So let's move on to the first one. Oh, look at that. Yep. There it is. Grubb's Takeaway. Grubb's Takeaway is on the west side of Washington between 4th and 5th. What was there before Grubb's Takeaway? And we're not going to give it away, but Ellen and I had an adventure with that location. We were doing research on what was there a long time ago, and that's part of the quiz as well. But we're just looking for what was there just before it was Grubs.
Can you
Anybody know?
Can you put the picture up that has the storefront again?
Of course.
Thank you.
It's 2 stores down from the 7-Eleven, next to the Delight Market.
I think my memory, I don't know the answer to this, is that those lamps, those 4 hanging lamps, were also there with the previous tenant.
I believe you are correct.
And that is a hint for those that might.
Maybe. But we do have one answer. John Ozette has answered. Anybody else has any answers? Would like to throw their hat in the ring as being somebody who answers the question? We would welcome that. Has anybody gotten food from Grub's Takeaway? I haven't. I don't know. I think it's doing pretty well. I think they expanded into Jersey City.
They did.
Right?
Recently, yes.
Yeah. I went online. I was like, when did Grub's open? And it says it opens at 9 a.m. every day. Like, no, when was the grand opening? Not easy. All right, so I think we will move on, and go to the next question. So the answer is.
We have the answer, right? Okay. Sorry.
The answer is Subway. Look at it. Thank you, Google Street View.
Oh, it doesn't have those lamps. It doesn't have those.
It doesn't,
hanging.
right?
Who's
No.
next?
Maybe
Yeah.
they got them from a different storefront. I don't know.
Oh, so John says that he had a burger and fries and a chocolate shake, and it was good. So that's nice. So then we have our next question. Hello. Hello. Does anybody have any idea what was there for a long time? I think it may have been that when we moved here back in the 80s. It may have been this. I think it was this original place.
Until it was Subway?
Correct.
Possibly? Holy cow. Can you put the storefront back up?
Yes. Subway, the Light Market, 7-Eleven. No, it wasn't the hamster shop.
I would have gone if it was the hamster shop.
Right.
I know for sure it was not Hoboken House of Reptiles, which is
No,
the best
the House
name
of
ever.
That's right.
I would love to see a picture of their logo and stuff again.
So, okay, so we're no, not a doctor's office. It was really, really fun to figure this out when we did the research to find it. It was Terminello's. If you look behind the vehicle, wines, liquors, and steamer baskets. Because, you're going to get those steamers out of the Hudson. Or where are you going You're going to go clamming down in Rumson and then come back with your steamers? Don't
Uh,
forget to stop at Terminello's for the steamer basket, honey.
Come on. Actually, we got a query at the museum from a guy who was looking for help with a memory that he had, and it was around this corner. He's like, "Wow, it was 5th Street, and my uncle lived in Hoboken, and this and that and the other thing." And it seems that Terminello's was the answer. So Terminello's, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's happening. So
and no goosenecks, all gone.
No goosenecks. Awesome neon on Barron's Drugs.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, cut rate drugs. Cut rate drugs, it says. The neon is not on for the words cut rate. Hilarious. So that's a picture of George Kirchgessner from United Decorating. So that's why we lucked out to be able to have this photo of the storefronts across the street. All right, so that's right. Terminellos, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we go. Next question. Yeah, well, the hamsters do need their suits. That's true. I have a goose that needs a new outfit. Don't ask. Lois knows all about it, right, Lo? I have a goose that needs a new outfit.
It's a goose that changes clothes with the seasons and holidays. So,
At least they're not steaming the hamsters.
No, it's part of an old family tradition. So here's a photo. Familiar sight. CVS is now on the southeast corner of Washington, Newark. What was the name of the movie house that used to be there? CVS.
This answer I know. If nobody answers, I might have to give a hint.
Excellent.
No, not a hint.
Yes, a hint.
It's a fun one. It was there for a long time. The movie theater was built in around 1926, 1927. And it was demolished in 1969. I have photos from our website.
I think it's hint time.
Go for it.
All right. The name is also was used at a bar at First and Bloomfield.
That is correct.
I don't know what it's called right now. That's the First and Bloomfield game. This is the Washington Street game.
Yeah, really. Come on.
And I did not know that. So clearly, there's some association,
right,
between that establishment, that fine drinking establishment, and the theater.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know what came first, or who owned what, or.
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll go to the. It was the Fabian.
The Fabian.
And it was, as I said, it was built in 26, 27, demolished in 69.
And that was all movies, or movies and vaudeville, or?
I think there was some live shows there, sure.
Yeah.
So after the theater was demolished, what supermarket was in the new building? There was a supermarket at Newark and Washington. Does anybody have any memories of?
I shopped there. I can't remember the name.
One thing
unless it's the same name of the one that was at the CVS Uptown.
No.
Oh.
But what it did share with the location of the uptown CVS.
The Midtown CVS. Sorry, the 8th and Clinton, Mr. Okay.
Yeah. Right, 8th and Clinton. Yeah.
Not the 14th Street.
They had, they had those rails, so you couldn't pull the shopping cart out past the sidewalk. Like that. If you look on the sidewalk around the CVS, you'll see the evidence of where they had those poles in the sidewalk, because that was, those shopping carts were going to get stolen. The kids were going to go for joyrides. People were going to take them home, and they'd never see them again.
Yes.
So, but downstairs there was a store. That's not the store I'm looking for. There was a store downstairs that was like a discount kind of store. I don't know if I ever went in the downstairs, but there was a supermarket on the street level. The downstairs is now the New York Sports Club. So it used to be, but has its own entrance. Remember there was a Sam Goody there?
Yes.
I kind of forgot about that. There was a Sam Goody.
Yes, there was.
Incredible. All right, so.
I could guess.
Do it.
That doesn't sound
typing. Grand Onion. No.
No, not the Grand Onion.
It's not a Grand Onion roll.
All right.
So the answer is right in that
Oh,
picture.
ShopRite.
Yeah, it was a shop.
Holy cow.
Look at that
It's a
red.
ShopRite. Thank you, Daniel. We'll let you in. You got it right. So yeah, it was a ShopRite, and then it wasn't a ShopRite anymore, and I guess it did it move right into the CVS and the Sam Goody thing. I tried to find it, but I did it at the last minute, so I wasn't able to actually.
I don't know.
But yeah, I found comments online about like when CVS expanded from its one store into the Sam Goody store, and people were like, "What's going on? Why didn't they move the cash registers?" It was pretty funny. But there we go, ShopRite. All right. Okay, so here's a different one, not necessarily about a commercial establishment. So just we'll come back to this picture, but after I ask the question, because I like to show the question. But what is notable about the construction of these twin buildings at 131 and 133 Washington Street? What is notable about the construction of these two buildings? They're twins. They're right next to the brass rail, the professional building on the south. What is it? T-Mobile and Liberty Realty, I think, is still there. This is I believe, a relatively recent Google Street View. But it's one of those interesting little factoids that, I don't know, is it edutainment? Like they're just these two twins. Do you have any ideas why I would talk about these two buildings as being something of interest?
I will guess.
Go ahead. She's typing.
That's a lot of loud guessing.
That is very close to being true. It would pass as you are correct. I'm going to say that because the answer is look at the brass rail. Look right next to the brass rail there. It's an empty lot.
Yes.
They were built 100 years apart.
What?
That is that. So I actually didn't know how long they were. I thought it was going to be 100 years, but then I went to the survey that was done by ACOM for the State Historic Preservation Office. We have these huge PDFs on our website where you can go and look up this survey that that we, through our tax dollars, paid for to have these people come in and survey our buildings. And what was the scope of it, Ellen? I mean, it was like our historic district plus.
Yeah. It's
right?
about 1,600 properties total. It was phenomenal. And they did it in a matter of weeks.
Right. Yeah. There was like a whole squad that came in with tablets and taking pictures and writing things.
Right.
But So that was fun. I got to see that, they did their work with the maps, and said that the one on the north on the left was built circa 2000, which
there was nothing there ever before?
No, there was a smaller brick building.
A smaller brick building. Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So that was right across the street. Here we go. Johnny Rocket. So Johnny Rockets, burgers and fries and neon signs. Just remember when they had enthusiastic like dancing servers? They would flash the lights and serve.
They still dance and sing a little.
I would imagine they would do it if it wasn't like COVID time or something.
Time.
Yeah. But all right, so let's get Johnny Rockets has been on the southwest corner of Washington and 2nd for many years. There was a camera store there with a comic book related name. What was it? Just because I like comic books, I figured I'd use that as a obscure goofball reference or something. But that there was a camera / photo store. You could buy cameras. You bring your film in. If you didn't want to take it to the drugstore for the cheap stuff, we also had People's Photo up on the 500.
Yeah.
But this place was here. You have any memory, any thoughts about what might have been the name of the camera store or the photo shop that was on this corner?
Was there, while people are thinking and racking their memory, was there any business association between that camera store and the Magic Fountain that actually sold comics? Which
No. The name, they didn't name it after comics or anything. I think it was just a punchy name.
Got it.
Oh, and there's Magic Fountain, but it's not the Bloomfield Street game. So
No, it is not.
Magic Fountain used to be a Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen moved their product from full dairy to something less than full dairy. So then there was kind of a revolt, and a bunch of people created a co-op called Magic Fountain. They were the rebels of the Dairy Queen change in business practices.
Yeah. And they had some flavors that were very Indian cuisine, like pista mitsu. I can't remember the language, but it was it was not chocolate and vanilla. It was special.
They had comic books. Steve Kilnasan was he would say that he was the first video rental store in the state of New Jersey. So it's an interesting place, and he was an interesting guy.
Right, for all your ice cream, video rental, comic book needs under one roof.
That's right, Hungary. That's right, Daniel. They were Hungarian. It was were the Hungarian people like Magic Fountain people in general, or are you just talking about Steve and his family? I'm curious. So I don't know. I guess it's answer time, since.
I'm stumped.
All right. Well, it was Marvel Photo.
Of course it was. Of course it was. Oh man.
So it was.
Yeah, but at the time, Marvel was Marvel Photo. To somebody like me, there was no association.
No. I just used it.
I know, but it's just a comment on how memory and minds work thinking and
So
Of course, Marvel Photo.
Marvel Photo, and the thing that's interesting, Daniel. Thanks. Marvel Photo, and this is a photo from when it was available, and they were converting the store next door into the real Hudson Place Realty. It's available, but here's another photo we found from Bruce Tamborelli. We have a lot of these great photos and slides from the photographer in the museum's collection from Bruce Tamborelli, and here is a combo of the last two questions. It's the empty lot next to the brass rail, taken from Court Street through to Marvel Photo across the street. So there's this, and a Pantera.
So is this the older of the two twin buildings we're looking
Correct.
at?
That's
Amazing.
right. That's right.
Amazing. All right.
So that was a fun little find there. No, I don't think Marvel Photo moved uptown. There was People's Photo, John. It was on they were a long time organization. There was also Swift Photo, which was uptown on the 600 block on Wash.
Aren't they still there with a different name? I think.
I'm sorry?
Aren't they still there in the 600 block with a different name?
No.
No, there's still a photo shop around there somewhere.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, I just gave it away. Before the camera store, it was a dress shop. Okay, old timers. Don't rewind the stream. Can you rewind the stream?
not while it's live, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Maybe you can. Who knows? But anyhow, before Marvel Photo was a photo camera store, it was a dress shop, and it had a I don't know, it had a name, of course, but I am including this here in this trivia question contest because I really like the photo that I quickly showed you guys, but then I backed out of. So it's not like, I didn't think it was a well-known dress shop. I mean, for real Hoboken old timers, they would know it, but not us. We all showed up in the 80s, right? So like whatever. So here we are. Ready?
That's hilarious.
Okay. Here we go. Gales.
Gales.
Gales dresses. And this is a photo from 1975 for a Puerto Rican Day parade. And it's the bee's knees as far as I'm concerned. I think what really makes it for me is the woman in the curlers on the right. Like I got my hair in curlers, but I'm going to see, my cousin in the parade. Like, why not? The kids are great. The people are great. It's Hoboken 1975. It's just a real treat. Right? Oh, bakery. Yeah. So 1975 Gales dresses and coats. There's also behind the woman in the curlers, it says furnished rooms. So there were, signs like that in the old days. All right, let's move on. Gales. Okay, what's next? Oh gosh, look, it's bin 14. Took this picture today. So yeah, Streetery, bin 14, the Madison. What was the name of the bar that was previously in bin 14's location?
Was
Anybody?
a small, darkish, kind of scary place.
Oh yeah. It was the kind of place where, I don't even think I'm not even sure if they had a television. It was like, you come in to drink.
Yeah. If they'll serve you, if they size you up and decide that you are welcome enough or that you fit in enough or,
Yeah. That's right, John. It was in a previous live stream. That's part of the fun. I'm circling it back. Stay with us, and then you can win prizes if you remember.
I believe it was a man's
right.
name. It was a man's name, right?
Yeah. Does anybody else have any ideas? We've got
not Edgar's, but it was something like that.
We've got an answer from Daniel.
I don't know it, but I think that Daniel's is ringing a bell for me. So.
Right on.
And there may have been shamrocks on either side of the.
You just hold on a second, because something like that might just show up in the next screen.
Oh no.
Yes. All right. So is it answer time? What are you saying? You game? You ready?
Seems Oop.
Val Huffnagel. Nice to see you, Val.
That's 3.
Ducky, thank you, Ducky. Good to see you, Ducky. All right. Oh. Kelly's Pub.
Kelly's Pub.
We have the sign in our collection at the museum. It was the sign was removed from the location in 2007. Bin 14 opened in 2008. So thanks, folks. It's good to see you guys. But there's a part 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and here's a picture from the 50s. I love this. So there's the Madison, but Jules Bar and Grill Pizzeria. So, you think Kelly's was there for all time because it was so dank and it was an old man bar, blah, 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 whatever. I apologize, but, it was Jules in the 50s. So that's a really, really nice photo. It really looks good there. Okay, so if you've been watching our Every Object Tells a Story live stream series, what else does the Hoboken Historical Museum have in its collection from that bar? But I pulled it out, and Bob and I talked about Kelly's. Bob talked about how they had some lady sea shanty singers come from, I believe, Brooklyn, and they were game to come and sing sea shanties at the museum because they wanted to go to Kelly's. Like it was a win-win for them to come to the mainland from Brooklyn and sing their songs and go to Kelly's. So it was.
Is that a hint to what the object is in the collection?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not. No, sorry.
It doesn't have to be. I'm just, we're not getting any takers here, so I.
No, I know. They're really fun objects.
I'll guess. I'll make a guess.
Go ahead.
Should I type it or say it?
Type it.
I'll type it. No.
No. I mean, you could. They're fun and unusual. It makes sense that it's Hoboken. What these objects are and the location. No, not someone's liver, John, and not the cash register. Oh, sorry, Rose. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's not the cash register. What we have are these 2 signs that were made out of life preservers that hung over the sides of the 2 sides of the bar. They are awesome. I love them. They are real life preservers, and somebody painted them up relatively well for to make them, decoration in Kelly's Pub. And again, we got them in 2007. How many questions are we in? Oh man, I think we're like almost at the end.
Yes.
Right. Okay, here we go. I think it's the last question. Life preserver signs. All right. Oh, what the heck, Rand? Really? All right. So we had Blockbuster Video. Now it's what is it? Anthropology.
Yes.
Right.
Anthropology. Yep. With all that grid work above it, all the fancy.
Yeah. Anthropology is now, but it used to be a Blockbuster Video. The trivia question is, other than Blockbuster, can you name 2 other video rental stores that were on Washington Street?
Okay. What if I have 2 names of a store that was at one location?
two names of a store that was at one location.
Wasn't there a video store where they changed their name? I'll wait for answers to come through.
Yeah, let's wait for the answers to come in because yeah, that's an interesting one. I know that there's one that changed its name slightly, but it was when they moved.
Oh.
What was the one? Oh, well, I can't wait to talk about this. So
Well,
please.
I'm sure I'm wrong. So.
Fun. All right. So, does anybody have any memories of video rental stores on Washington Street and what their names might have been? I remember that basement, that Blockbuster, being a little leaky.
Yes.
Question 10. Take one. John says, take one video. Oh, Rose, really? that you okay. Campus Music was around, though. You could get records at Campus Music. No? I know, John. It was. I figured you'd get at least one out of the two names, or maybe even two of the two names. Oh, look, it's My Bride on YouTube. Oh, okay.
She got put down right away.
Anybody else? There were some that were downtown. There were some that were kind of midtown. There was one that was kind of uptown. At least the way Hamster Video. You know, it's a theme. It's
a theme. There's a whole pattern here. Yeah, I'm stumped.
Oh, you know.
Was there another chain, or was it like a local mom and pop, or?
There was a chain.
Another chain besides Blockbuster.
Well, yeah. It's a small chain. I don't know how big the chain was, but it was more. Right. There was one that was kind of a corporate, had a corporate vibe to it. The other ones were very local mom and pop. They might have been a mini chain in a certain way, or maybe not. But
I remember a Hollywood Video uptown, just south of the King's Grocery and Sparrow. That one I remember.
In the Washington Street.
On Washington, yeah.
Video. Oh man. Do I remember? I don't know if I saw that one, Andrea. Huh.
Kind of rings a bell.
Yeah. That's not one of the answers that I have, Andrea. So I'm sorry if it's true. I apologize. I may not have done enough good research and just relying on my own brain. Anybody else?
Well, you need two stores.
Two
That's
stores.
The challenge question.
Yeah, that's right. Magic Fountain had video rentals, as I mentioned. Not Washington Street. Well, all right, we're going to move on. As I remember it, we had Palmer, Take One, Take Three, and Uptown. That's right. Rand's Brain Video Store.
Uptown Video. Uptown Video.
where Salon Rouge is now.
Oh my.
Yes, 10:30 wash.
That one I don't
Yep.
know.
Take two. Was it 6:28 wash? It just used to be the Pretty Kitty waxing place, but isn't anything anymore. And then it was, I think, take three was at 606 wash, which is maybe a store away from Big Fun Toys. It is a waxing place. Video store, waxing place. It's a theme in Hoboken.
That what happened?
And Palmer was the downtown place, and they were, as I recall, they started in this little store, like a few storefronts south of like the Tiger Schulman Bank on Washington, across the street from CVS. It would have been, 76 wash? But then they moved into where the Verizon place is now, next to Carlo's City Hall Big Shop. Palmer Video. That was the one I was thinking might have been, like a little more corporate chainy.
Yeah.
It was not Rose Video. Yes, I know. Take three became the romantic despot for all your romance needs.
And there was a transition where take three had the back room, which was the adult stuff.
Yes,
that's
right.
That was
That's
like
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So,
Hmm.
and you know what? That's trivia night for tonight. It's 10 questions, and it was fun. And what do we got? We have prizes. Who's winning prizes, Lois?
Well, I don't want to speak. Should I speak casually, or should I be sure of it?
You should do your tallying, please.
Okay. But I don't want to trust my brain here. My brain only.
And I believe Take One video is on First Street, if I remember correctly. So that's why Take Two, and Three were on the Avenue.
Yeah, it's confirmed. Our winner is Daniel.
Oh wow, that's great, Daniel. You won. And is there a second place?
Well, the second place is tough because Daniel got two answers right.
Oh, okay. And then there's a bunch of people who got one right. Yeah.
There might be more than one. That was the first person to get to per question. But let me double check that. I think it's fair to say John O'Toole comes in second.
Solid second place. Excellent.
Yep.
So, what do you guys think of the format that we just did? We did this very different than the first one that we did that took an hour and 20 minutes because we had like 30 questions and it was broken up and there was all kinds of shenanigans going on. No turtles this time. But I just figured we'd keep it short. It's 7:50. We had technical problems at the beginning.
This one, what am I doing? I really have an issue with anyway, I'm not going to go there.
Interface stuff. Yeah.
No, there's a certain comedy show that has women of a certain age being bad at technology.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sad to have been that person tonight.
John, so we've been streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope on Twitter. So that's been kind of the fun that I was trying tonight. We announced it was on YouTube. Well, the press was like YouTube, but then Rand had like a, secret technology thing because we wanted to expand our reach with our museum virtual events. We've been, as I mentioned, we've been doing Every Object Tells a Story. Bob and I have been getting together at the museum, pulling items out of our collection, talking about them. We've been doing artist talks with various, we had Lily Zane, we had Frank Hanavan, Bill Curran, the Mecca brothers and their photography exhibit from the upper gallery. Those have all been really great and well worth going to our YouTube channel and looking at the archives for any of this stuff. I know I've done the Hoboken Hollywood series. A few of them were canned and pre-recorded. I tried to do a live one. More technical problems, but I think they're still entertaining. We're trying to just keep it going in the pandemic world that we live in now by doing these virtual events. So I figured, we'll try going out to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Why not? It's just another button to push with a little bit of money. So, which of course, money. It reminds me, if you have any inclination, we're passing the hat. If you text HHMUSEUM to
4, 3, 2, 1.
44321 on your phone or your tablet, if you're doing texting, that would help us keep this kind of stuff going. We do have expenses, and we're a small, awesome local nonprofit. So the winners get a mug and a T-shirt from our gift shop, and you have to come to the museum.
Can
Daniel, I hope you
can you clarify? Because you named 2 prizes and there are 2 winners.
That's right. So they each get a T-shirt and a mug.
Oh, nice.
That is correct. So I will let the team know, John and Daniel, if you can come to the museum and you have your choice of a mug and a T-shirt. Whatever mug we've got there, whatever T-shirt we've got that you like, you are trivia contest winners. Incredible. Thank you so much for playing. 15 questions next time, my wife says. Thank you, honey. No, we'll do it. No, John, you we have lots of mugs and T-shirts. There's not like a special cache of winner-only T-shirts. We have a whole shelf full of T-shirts. You pick one. And a shelf of mugs as well. From all of our exhibits as Sinatra stuff. Oh, more Sinatra. All right. Well.
And some Pia Zadora, please.
And what?
Pia Zadora.
Pia, yeah. We'll show. I should show clips from Santa Claus conquers the Martians, and then move on to some fantastic, Vegas act. Pia. I'd like to thank you guys, Ellen and Lois, for joining me in this. It was really helpful to have you guys here. Really, just makes it feel like we're a family or a team of friendly folks at the museum, which is what we are. So it just it really. We just want to get that out, expand our reach, let more people know about what we're doing at the museum. And I don't know. Anything else? Any final words? Would you do it again? All right. No, maybe not. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, everybody. And John and Daniel, let us know. You can warn us that you're coming, but I'll definitely put the word out that you're able to pick up some free merch, free swag for playing trivia with us. All right? All right. Good night.
Good night.